Okay, okay. Yeah, keep the sticks rolling. Huh? Hey, bitch, I be hunt me and money got tied. She call me stats, but I'm never surprised. I don't know, trust him, they all go for size.
Big dog, big dog, big dog. How you doing, my G?
I'm good, boss. I'm good. All is well. I had a good day. First, I was at work, fair two, and then I went to go coach my boys. We're preparing for the knockouts this weekend. And then, yeah, I've also been like catching up on the YSL Rico trial. So that's been my day, Fit. Otherwise, how are you, Fit?
I'm okay, big G. Just under the weather, bro. I think it's the seasonal change. We're finally
Yeah,
leaving winter now, going to spring or summer, whatever you want to call it. So my
yeah.
body's still adjusting, bro. And this week I didn't really wear like a jacket in the morning, so I'm
Oh.
kind of I'm kind of like suffering now, yeah, bro.
And funny
Kind of
enough,
suffering
I
now for
wore shorts
those.
today, Fit, at work. I wore shorts, bruh. And it was not, Fit. It was like, it wasn't
Yeah.
cold, actually. Yeah, bro.
Nah, homie, I'm suffering a bit. I think you can even see by my skin tone. I'm not
Yeah,
as dark as I
away.
normally am, but I'm glad fit with the Premier League almost back. It's 2 more days and then back
Yeah,
to it, baby.
away, dog,
Back
away,
to
Fit.
it.
But Fetu, like I
And
haven't
obviously,
like
yeah.
obviously like we know international football. We haven't been watching any games, dog. Like I haven't been like as I told you, all I've been doing this international break was playing Football Manager 24 and then also like watch the YSL Rico trial. So, but and then when I was on Twitter, Fetu, like I saw like a couple of Twitter accounts posting some Barclays men. Um, Combs and of your series won't forget type of players. What did you think of that, Molaya?
Nah, it was dope, bro. The Barclays man, takes us back to our early years in the Premier League. Those were like basically our first real introductions, into the Premier
Yeah,
League because the Premier League's always been around, legendary, né?
yeah,
Always been
yeah,
around, but I won't lie, I don't know maybe started properly watching Premier League in like '07, '08, maybe the year before that. No, it was the year after the World Cup, 2006 World Cup. I remember that was
yeah.
the Barclays era. So
Mm.
that's when I started really watching it. So seeing those goals, seeing the Yakubus and two guys Sandley and all of those homies and all those guys, bro. Like it brought back good memories, eh?
Yeah, I hear that they did Fito. Obviously, Fito. I'm more of the ballers type of fan Fito. Like we I just watch like players who are just naturally gifted, dog. Like go Adel Tarabt and them Fito. And obviously you had some great teams as well back in those days, Fito. Just to mention from my top five, just quickly, Fito. Some of my favorite series on forget type of players from the Premier League or Barclays men. Obviously, number one would be Adel Tarabt. I think this guy is everyone's number one. I'll probably go to Ben Arfa. I think does Robinho qualify as one fit?
Nah. Robinho doesn't qualify as nothing,
Nah, it
bro.
doesn't qualify as
Because
one. But
Robinho, Robinho,
your
yeah.
Hanker Pies, those type of players fit. Yeah, well,
Uh-huh. Nah, for me, it's even the ones earlier, man, like the Big Sam's Bolton, the real men. Talking about real men,
JJ Okocha and
JJ
them.
Okocha, JJ Okocha, Kevin Nolan, real Kevin,
and,
Kevin
and
Nolan, dog,
Davis as
Kevin Nolan
well.
fit to, yeah, Davis, Kevin Davis, you know him. Didn't he wear like number 4 for a striker? I think wear number
Nah,
4, ne?
nah, nah,
A
nah.
weird number, I
I
think.
think it was 14. It was 14. You talking about
Yeah,
Robson
no,
Kanu.
Nolan.
And Nolan
Yeah,
wore
Robson.
number four.
Yeah, no,
And one of
no,
my
no,
favorite
no. I'm talking about.
one of my favorite
Uh-huh.
stats about U Davis played with the striker from Bolton. Did you know if it like back in his day, like when he was playing, there was that one season where he was the most fouled player and he was the player who created the most fouls. So
Real men and
real
and
man, dog.
yeah, remember also back in that time there was Portsmouth as well, a
Yeah.
famous Harry Redknapp team, Blackburn as well, and remember the like Villa, that's the Villa that
Aston
we
Villa, they used to
know.
ball.
Obviously now they used to ball heavy with Martin O'Neill. They had Ashley Young, remember Ashley Young, and I
Yeah.
forget who the other one,
John
they had
Carew.
another winger there,
Yeah,
John Carew, the
John
big man
Carew.
on up top.
What's the other winger from Aston Villa?
Petrov as well when he came up
Yeah.
from Celtic.
Away,
Ilya
away,
Petrov.
away.
Real
away.
men.
So
But real
the
men.
left back, ne? The captain.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That dope players, bro. And also, it just shows me that even the teams that were like not the top four, they were real teams back then as well who made their home grounds tough grounds when the bigger teams went there. You know, obviously like the Uniteds and Arsenals and Chelseas
Yeah,
and Liverpools. Not so much Liverpool actually. United, Chelsea, and Arsenal used to beat them still, but they were still real men. You
dog.
know.
Especially when what's this, when Stoke came up, dog. Oh, 0809 season, or was it? Oh yeah, 0809 season. Urori Tele. Yeah, so dog, those guys, like, they used
But
to.
you
I used to hate playing against those
you guys
guys.
had a you guys had a real beef with Stoke until they got relegated, bro.
And I was so happy to see them relegated, fit, because dog, those guys, they were not there to play football, fit. Like, you could see it, dog.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, go on.
sorry, bro. I think they celebrated Ramsey's. Remember, he broke his leg there,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the injuries got after that. They kept on celebrating. It was quite weird, but
And they were actually
those are
told.
a real Arsenal.
I think a player came out from Stoke City a couple of years ago, and he told the press or the journalists about how um, Tony Pulis used to tell them to kick them and to injure Arsenal players every time we play Arsenal, and he couldn't believe it. But I say, was like, what's going on? Why would the coach tell us to do that to other players, to injure them on purpose and all of that? Fit. So, like, to see the back of Stoke City, seeing them going back to the underground, fit, I was so happy, dog. Those guys, those type of teams don't belong in the Premier League. I don't care, fit. You can say,
But yeah, dog. Moving on to another topic, to another chat. Obviously, today, legendary. Some news broke out that Man City's, I guess, case, their Rico case, their YSL City case starts on Monday. Uh, Obviously, dog, I'm not too clued up on what's happening or what's going to be the first case or the 115th case. But honestly, dog, I don't know. I hope there's some sort of justice, quote unquote, whether that's a 15-point deduction or 25-point deduction because it's 115 points, you know. So I
yeah,
don't know what it is, but I hope there's some form of justice done
mm,
as well as a transfer ban. They need at least 2 seasons because
and it's
the way
three.
that Man City came up, bro, yeah, 3 seasons even. The way that they came up, dog, is if you compare it to Newcastle and their riches, they fast tracked their well,
Yeah,
their success.
yeah,
Newcastle are building and building and building, and they have to build up because they have the PSR and the what's this or these other things. I forget the
mm,
name now. The compliance.
yeah,
But what's
yeah.
your take, dog, on things? What's
But
your take on things?
apparently, fit, with these charges, this Man City charges or 115 charges, fit, it's not like separate charges. It's more like repeated offenses. Yeah, bro. So it's like you break this rule and then you break it couple more times. Yeah, bro. So they all add up to 115. Yeah, but it's not like they've broken, like, they separate. Yeah, but it's just repeated offenses and they all go away. Yeah, bro. But dog, to be honest with you, nah, I'm just tired, dog. Like, I'm just tired. I just want to see this all over and done with, bro. It's either they're gonna punish these guys, which I don't think they're gonna do it. I think nothing's gonna come of this. They'll probably get like a slap on the wrist, like maybe pay 5 million rand, 5 million rand. Apologies, £5 million. Yeah, bro. Um, Other than that, I don't think anything serious is going to happen from these charges, Fito, from this case. Yeah, but I don't. Now I would love to see them go back to the underground, go back to main stadium. Yeah, but I would like to see them go back to the
Yeah, main
underground,
road.
to main road. Yeah, but see them get stripped of their Premier League titles. Yeah, but point deduction. Fito, I would love to see those guys get punished, Fit, because dog, like, what they've done, dog, like, it's uncalled for, Fit. Yeah, boys, it's not natural, man. It's like, man, it's like Chelsea as well. They all belong in one group, Fit. Yeah, bro. It's not like
Li- li-
the originals, they would call it the Red Cartel. Yeah, bro.
the red cartel.
Dog.
The red cartel.
But to be
Yeah.
honest,
No, dog. Honest.
it all starts Monday, Fit. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Obviously, it's still gonna drag on, yeah, but we're not gonna get like what you call this a decision after Monday. It will
Just
drag on until
yeah.
next year, dog. Even the year after that.
You say it'll drag on like Young Thug's case, my dog.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, definitely.
But listen, I don't want them to get relegated, bro. I don't want them to get relegated. I think the Premier League now needs City because they are the a Premier League brand, you know. So if City goes, I think Pep will go and all those players will go, but they must get maybe even a 5 season transfer ban, and
Nah.
every season they're legendary. Listen, every season they get 20 points slashed, 20 points every season,
Because
20
wait, dude,
points,
like
and say go out there.
think about it, dog. Like how easy was it for Everton and Nottingham Forest to get punished, dog, to get point deductions? It was just like quick, also quick,
Facts,
fit all
dog.
in 1 week. All happened in 1 week, like in a matter of 4 days, in fact. Yeah, but it was all in the news that okay, Everton might get a point deduction, but 2 days time they've deducted like 9 points from Everton, and luckily they still managed to survive. But fair to like, you
Yeah,
can't keep on punishing the small teams and then leave the cities. Yeah, they have all the best lawyers and stuff, but come on, dog. Like you have to be fair.
yeah, no, it's crazy because even Leicester will probably get a point deduction
Yeah,
before Man City. You know, it's crazy, bro.
yeah,
But yeah, that's it on the Man City case. 115 charges. Let's see how that Rico goes. Legendary. But what we're here to talk about, baby, is it the NLD, the North London Derby? You know,
yeah,
North London Derby, Spurs versus Arsenal at the Spurnerbau, the new White Hart Lane as they call it, or the White Hart Lane or Spurs Stadium. How you feeling, dog, going into that game? Let me just ask you how you feeling. I should, without the talking about injuries, but how you feeling? A
yeah,
bit nervous, nervous as yet, or can you feeling a bit confident because I think past 2 seasons you beat them there.
yeah. We've beaten them. Feta, I'm probably chilling on 70% confidence right now. To be honest, yeah, but I'm chilling on 70% confidence. Obviously, the injuries had a big impact on that as well. But I still trust us and have faith that we'll go there and get the 3 points that's required. Yeah, bro. It's not going to be easy, obviously, because we're out with our probably our midfield three who would have started the game: Marino, Declan Rice, and Odegaard. I feel like Declan Rice is a big miss. Odegaard as well because we've released. Okay, we've loaned out to Fabio Vieira, Smith Rowe has gone out. We've sold him, so we actually limited in that department. Yeah, but obviously we still have the experience of Jorginho and Party, and then all that's needed now is the right centre mid spot to be filled. Yeah, but other than that, dog, I'm feeling 70% confident. Fit.
Nah, that is true because I was gonna ask you, bro. I think this is Odegaard's first real injury at Arsenal, ne?
Yeah,
Or in this like strong Arsenal
yeah,
for the past 3 seasons, really. I think it's always been there, always been a mainstay in your team. But I think it's like your first. It's his first big injury. If
yeah,
I'm right in saying that, ne?
yeah. You're right, dog.
Yeah. And then obviously then you have Mikel Merino out with the shoulder injury
Mm,
and Declan Rice suspension, right?
yeah,
So then what is your midfield, bro, like in this game, bro? Like we can speak about this game a little bit more because it's
yeah.
the main topic of the show.
Honestly,
So what
Fit,
is your
I think we're gonna see the return of Kai Havertz back in midfield. I think
yeah?
we'll see a midfield three of Thomas Partey, Jorginho, and Havertz. And luckily, who's
Uh-huh.
this guy? Gabriel Jesus is back, so I think we'll see Gabriel Jesus start in the number 9 position. Um, so I think that midfield, Havertz, Jorginho, Partey. I think we're gonna see that midfield three start. And
All right.
and
So
I
no,
think
I'll yeah.
you'll probably make a change in the left back position. Back three, the back four will stay the same. Probably make a change. I think we'll see Calfiero coming in, starting his first game for the club. You know,
Okay. Oh, Calafiori, yeah,
Calafiori,
Calafiori.
yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
I was actually opening my phone just to check the Spurs one while you're speaking. I don't know when Bentancur's ban might kick in or will kick in. I saw something about him maybe getting a 6 to 12 game ban based on what he said about Heung-min Son when he was over in South America. these South Americans,
Yeah,
but
those guys, dog.
they can't read the room, dog. So I'm seeing here that Spurs are sweating about Solanke, but he should be back because he didn't go over to England or wasn't
Yeah.
picked, after after the injury. Mickey van der Ven also didn't travel with Netherlands during the break, but they say it should be fit for this one. So I think Spurs, bro, they've got a fresh team, bro, going into this North London derby.
Mm.
And I think Ange Postecoglou is finally realizing now, it's not sweet over there at Spurs. He's realizing now that the history
It's the
is
history,
still the
dog.
history of the Tottenham.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
mentality, fit. Yeah, bro. It's
he's
not the same
realizing
as the one
it's
at
the history.
Celtics.
Yeah, yeah, he's realizing it's the history now, and this season it could get tricky for him as well. Obviously he's still loved by the pundits, the English pundits,
Obviously.
most of the Spurs fan. But if he carries on speaking, I've been seeing him speak in these press conferences like about like changing the standards at the club, like Conte did or Mourinho did. If he carries on like that, Spurs are a sweet team, bro. Spurs are a very, very sweet team. They don't like being rustled, especially
Mm.
Daniel Levy. Daniel Levy just says profits, profits first, Jabo, and then we'll see. Everything else is secondary. But if he carries on like this, it could get tricky for him, and I worry about him, Fetu, in this fixture because I watched Spurs against Newcastle.
Mm.
They still look very, very soft, and I know Arsenal have players out injured, but it's still
Yeah.
Arsenal. They still have who's this? They still have Saka out there. They still have Kai Havertz who does well in your system.
Mm.
Trossard if he comes off the bench or on the bench, Yabo. And then you still have your defense, so you're still playing an Arsenal team. I don't
Yeah.
want to hear about this player's missing, that player's missing. It's still Arsenal at the end of the day. And this is Spurs. I don't really have too much confidence in Spurs, but they can do it. They can do it. But what do you make of this Spurs? What do you make of this Spurs team, Big Dog?
I mean, fair to they've made Spurs type of signings. Yeah, boy, if I can call it that. Obviously, they've
Yeah,
brought in two young talented boys, Archie Gray and the Swedish boy. Is it Bergvale? They've brought in those two guys,
yeah,
and they've brought in the number 9 as well, Solanke, who had a great season last season, scoring 19 non-penalty goals. Um, they still have Van de Ven, fit, who are highly rated, dog, as a centre back. Fit, he's quite quick on the ground, solid, fit in defense, strong in the air. I rate him, dog, because you saw what happened last season when he was injured. It all went to shambles in that back line. And obviously, was this guy Romero was also injured at some point. Yeah, well, so now they have. I feel like they have. I feel like Spurs now they fully strength. They have a fully strength team. Yeah, bro, because they have no injuries, no suspensions. I don't know what's gonna happen with Pentelco. So I feel like it's gonna be funny me saying this, but I think we're the underdogs in this game on
yeah.
Sunday.
Just based off the players and the
Yeah,
personality you are missing,
yeah,
even though it's not an excuse,
yeah.
you do go in as
I think we're
underdogs
going in as the
because they
underdogs,
also,
and
yeah,
I feel like
you're going
that
into,
that suits us quite well actually. I won't lie, because Spurs now they'll be like, okay, so there's no Odegaard, there's no Declan Rice, there's no Merino. Let's go for it, Thiago, and that's gonna leave gaps for us or the front three to exploit, Thiago. But Spurs, I think it will be a difficult game because last season as well, the reverse fixture, we were leading 3-0 at some point, and yeah, they got two lucky goals, and they almost like equalized as well, almost like ended as a 3-0 draw. You know? But yeah, we held on and won. So I still expect them to come out strong and give us a challenge, but I think we'll just nick it at the end, like maybe a very scrappy win actually for the Gunners.
let me ask you this, bro. What do you make about James Madison? Like, especially from last season and also now. Like, do you feel like he's not worth the is he worth the hype or not worth the hype? What do you feel about him?
Well, James Madison, fair to like, he comes across as a very confident player. He speaks his mind. We've seen his interviews out in the press as well. Like they're quite refreshing, you know. But I feel like when shit doesn't go well for him, he kind of hides, you know. He doesn't have the I don't know what to call it, man.
The
Like
metal, the
yeah,
thick
yeah.
skin.
He can't come out and be the backbone of a team and drag his team across the finish line. You know? Yeah, he's only a playmaker, but like playmakers nowadays they expected to assist and score goals. You know? And I don't feel like he scores enough, and I don't feel like he assists enough actually for someone who plays the number 10
And
role.
he's one of the captains of Spurs. I think he's the third captain of
He's the
Spurs.
third
So you got to
captain.
show up, dog.
Exactly. So they
Yeah,
definitely see him as a leader. I feel like he does have some type of characteristics of a leader. But yeah, like I feel like last season he hit a lot, man. Like you couldn't drag Spurs across the line. Yes, Son was doing it all alone, and you Madison was injured at some point and he dropped form. But I don't know. It's a perfect move for him to go to Spurs. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but he hasn't like really lived up to the hype.
the signing. I think
Yeah, yeah, bro.
yeah, and the man was I think over 40 million pounds. You have to ask these questions,
You
bro,
have
like
to
as to
funny
what's happening.
because it's not like side
And
fit.
and
It's not like he was a player that came from Argentina and went straight to the Premier League. The guy he's been playing in England is
true,
English. Yeah, bro. So he has no excuse,
true.
dog. Yeah, bro. And this season he
Facts,
should be like
facts.
it's the second season, so he should be out there and trying to be the main guy in the team.
True. I think even with him, like the way we speak about Marcus Rashford, yeah, bro,
Yeah.
I think it's the same way we should speak about who's this James Madison. Like he's dipped now. Obviously not as much as Rashford, but he's really dipped as well. But let me ask you this, bro. Obviously I know your team, your back four should be the same. Maybe Khalil Fiore might come in as well, yeah, bro.
Mm.
But left wing, who starts there? Because now you have options. You even have another option, yeah, bro. So who starts?
Hey,
Is
dog.
Trossard? Is it Martinelli?
Yo,
Sterling?
do you
Who
know
starts
what?
there?
Do you know what? I'll keep it more the same, fit. I'll actually start Trossard, Jesus, and Saka, and then have Martinelli and Sterling come off the bench against a tied back four. Yeah, bro. Because
I
on
easy.
form,
And
fit,
then
Martinelli
yeah.
doesn't start, but yeah, Trossard is actually finishing, is scoring goals for us. So
Do you still say it's better than Rodrigo? I need to ask you again.
yeah, yeah, he is.
Or do you change your mind?
Now he is. He's better
Okay,
than Rodrigo.
okay,
I haven't changed my
okay,
mind, dog. The boys are form,
okay.
yes, but he's better.
For me, now speaking about Spurs, because they have honestly they have a lot of options, but you can see who the best midfield, sorry, the forward three. So you think you'll see Son,
Mm,
you'll see Solanke, and you'll see Kulusevski, or even Brennan Johnson on the right hand side. You won't see
yeah.
Werner, or who's this Richarlison, yeah, bro? And then in the midfield, I think this time around, okay, Pape Sarr must start. Bentancur, I told you, I'm not really a fan of that pairing with Pape Sarr, but Pape Sarr must start.
Mm,
It will be it will be a mistake if they start Bissouma in this game because then they'll be playing into Arsenal's hands. So I
yeah.
don't think they should start Bissouma. Actually, play that boy Archie Gray because he's a DM, was right. He can play right back, center back, and DM, right?
Nah, nah.
So I
He's
think,
he's
yeah, actually no,
he's a center mid. He's a center mid. Like
the center, yeah,
he's a
center
deep
mid,
line
yeah,
playmaker or
play,
number 8.
yeah, yeah, exactly that, exactly that. So play him there alongside Pape Sarr. Just put him in there. If he played at Leeds, okay, cool. I get it's a championship, but let him play now. Let him show him stuff in the biggest game of their season. It's against
Yeah.
Arsenal. It should be the biggest game of the season. Yeah, boy. Then it's Udogi, obviously, Porro, and then Romero and Van der Ven. Yeah, boy.
What do you
But
make?
now,
What do you make of
obviously, yeah,
Kulusevski fit since he's permanent
Kulusevski,
transfer to Spurs? Because on loan he was
Kulusevski
quite
Fetu.
brilliant, but since it's been a permanent move, yeah, what do you make of him?
He's he Kulusevski, James Madison. Kulusevski, James Madison, and the Tottenham bench, bro. Sorry, the Tottenham midfield.
Yeah.
It's what's the word? It it signifies Tottenham fit. That's Tottenham for you at their
Mm,
best. It's up and down like this, just like this.
yeah.
You never know what you're gonna get. That's what I feel about Kulusevski. Very talented player, very very talented player, but you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about Kulusevski, dog.
Mm. I
But
get
now
you.
let me ask you this before we close the chat about the North London derby. Three big performers for Arsenal. Who needs to perform in this game, Bit, for Arsenal?
Thomas Partey.
Uh-huh.
Um, okay. I don't think he needs to perform, but I think it's quite given. I'm not going to mention Saka because he performs every weekend. So it's Thomas Partey.
Facts.
I'm going to go for Havertz. He needs to perform in this game. And then I'm going to go for Leandro Trossard.
Okay,
Leandro
okay. I hear
Trossard.
you for that one. And then what for me in this game, I think for Spurs to actually win this game, James Maddison must have the game of his life, like the one he had against Arsenal
Yeah,
in the first fixture last season. The home game at
at the
Emirates needs to
carpet.
have a game like that. Yeah, obviously Son must be play as well, but also someone in midfield as well needs to control the game. So I'll say Archie Gray um, will have to play very very well for the sake that
That's quite big
I
pressure for the 17-year-old. Eh?
Petu. Actually, yeah, nah, it's facts. Archie Gray, he must perform against the grown men in that Arsenal midfield. Um, so I think legendary. I won't say before we move on here because I want to hear your prediction there
Mm,
for this game because it's the North London derby. So let's start there.
yeah.
Um, Match winner and score maybe.
I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna switch it up a bit. Ne? I'm gonna put like betting tips for my guys out there who are bet not betting tips, but you'll get me it anyway. I'm gonna go for Arsenal and over 2.5 goals.
Okay, Arsenal over 2.5 goals.
So
Yeah,
I feel
so
like there'll be more
yeah,
than three goals in this
that's fine.
match.
That's fine. Okay, so let's go to. I'm also looking at Sunday's fixtures. Okay, okay, that game is at 3 p.m. By the way, you asked me earlier what time is the game. It's at 3 p.m.
Damn.
So let's go. Yeah, let's go. Now we're speaking about the bigger games.
Sure.
Trying to give predictions for the bigger games. Yeah, boy.
Sure.
Wolves, Newcastle. Let me give you. So I'm saying here, more of the betting tip. I say Newcastle,
Mm,
draw or Newcastle, and it will be over 1.5. Yeah, bro. Let me
okay.
say draw Newcastle over 1.5 in this one for this game.
Yeah. Okay.
Or even under 4.5 to be honest as well. But it can get really spooky with
What?
Newcastle. So
Yeah, those guys, do
yeah.
you think there'll
But
be like less than 5 goals? Obviously, there'll be less than five. I don't think there'll be 5 goals in that match, but I hear you.
yeah. Okay. Okay. So Bournemouth Chelsea.
Bournemouth
Let me hear you
Chelsea,
for that one.
I feel
Bournemouth
like
Chelsea.
this will be a high scoring game. I see a draw in this game, and I think blah, 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 over 2.5. So I feel like this will
Okay.
be 2-2.
Yeah, I say Chelsea will win, right? And they will score more than 2 goals in this game. Chelsea will score more than 2 goals,
Yeah.
and they'll win at Bournemouth away. I think so. Also, Arsenal and Tottenham there.
Mm,
For me, it will be. I don't know who's gonna win, but it can be both the teams to win, right? Or
yeah.
yeah, whoever to win, but over 1.5 goals, legendary for that one. Over
Okay.
1.5.
Away.
Okay, so now Aston Villa Everton. I think Villa will win. Let's skip that one. Let's skip that one. Man City, Brentford. Man City is gonna win by more than two
Where
goals
they
for that
playing?
one. Let's skip
At Etihad.
Etihad, yeah.
But
Brentford
fair to know, like,
and
okay,
City.
okay. Nah, Man City will win. I think Man City will win, yeah.
Forest against Pool. What do you say? It's at Anfield.
Yeah, I don't see anything other than the Liverpool win, dog.
How
Um,
many goals you say, but big dog?
over 2.5 as well.
Okay, yeah. I say Liverpool under 4 goals. Under 4 goals, yeah. And then lastly, Man United kicking off the weekend against Southampton at St. Mary's. What do you say there?
Yeah, I know you guys have been quite shit this season, but come on. I feel like you, I feel like you guys will just run over. You'll run over in, Southampton. I don't see those guys getting anything out of this match. I'm gonna go for United win, and I'm gonna go for over 3.5.
Okay, yeah, I don't know, dog. I don't know. My brain is telling me to prepare for the worst, but I will say Man United, ne? Over 1.5 in this one, yeah, over
Nah,
1.5.
do you really think they're fair to like come? It's like Southampton fair to like. Yeah,
Hey,
sure.
dog,
Yeah, I know you guys will be
they
shit, but
haven't they haven't won this season, bro. So they need to win. And some, you know how the Premier
so
League is. They
so
wake
you
up with
think
someone for the warm.
so you think their first win might come against the mighty Reds?
It would. At first point, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm not sure about the win, but first point, it wouldn't surprise me if it. It wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, yeah, big dog. I think we should wrap it up there. Very very nice show. I
Before we
really
wrap it up,
enjoyed. Yeah.
we forgot to mention one thing. Don Mikel signs on for another 3 years. Come on,
Oh yeah.
come on.
My fault. So totally forgot about that. We even asked that on the timeline
On the
on
timeline.
our account. So you saying legendary? I saw your reply. You said last day and a trophy. If actually win it, but if not winning it, last day, ne?
Yeah,
But a trophy must
definitely.
come home this
Nah,
season, ne?
definitely. I don't care. There's no excuses for Mikel. You see, I'm saying it. There's no excuses for Mikel this season. We have to win some type of
Say
trophy this season.
now,
We have
now,
to win
now
it.
say now say no, but say the expectation. Last day, say it. I want you to say
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah. No excuses fit for Mikel. Last day, title challenge, and a trophy fit. But I'm saying we're gonna win it. But if we don't win it, last day challenge until the very last whistle, just like we did last season, and a trophy.
So
That's
what
it.
happens, big dog? If that doesn't happen, then what are you gonna do?
If it if what doesn't happen, both of them.
Like no last day, yeah, no trophy. What happens then? What are you gonna say?
But we still end up second, right?
No, let's say third yeah, say third or fourth in the top four.
Now Mikel stays on if we go again next season.
Nah, let's wrap it up there, baby. That's what I wanted to hear. That's all, that's all I wanted to hear. That's all I
We go
wanted to
again
hear.
next season, babe.
Guys, thank you for watching this lovely episode. And also, guys, please, guys, subscribe and keep liking. We like the like count in the last episode. Sabulela, thank you very much.
Also,
Adios. Peace.
we on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. It's the_back3. Otherwise, we're safe.
Wish I be leaning, I'll tell ya. Wish I be leaning, I'll tell it's all. Wish I be leaning, I'll tell the. Wish I be, yeah. Wish I be